Most Etsy sellers think there's really only two ways to increase the amount of sales that you're getting to your Etsy shop, either by increasing the amount of new listings that you're putting out every day or week or month, or by increasing the amount of traffic that you're driving to your store by running ads or driving your own traffic some other way. But what if I told you that there's a third option, that you wouldn't have to make any more new listings than you normally do, you wouldn't have to drive any more traffic, but you could actually double or even triple the amount of Etsy sales that you're getting in with the same amount of traffic. I've been using this approach in my Etsy store selling ornaments for the last few years, and I've seen a huge increase from about a 4% conversion rate all the way up to a 7.6 conversion rate, which is way higher than normal. And in this video, I'll show you exactly what I'm doing differently that you can apply to your shop today to make more sales this holiday season. I'm using something called the variation method. This is a method where instead of making one design for a niche and publishing that for sale on Etsy, you actually make multiple different designs for that same niche and post them all in one listing. Now, I don't mean making slight variations like this where you're offering it in just a few different colors. I mean taking trending and popular design aesthetics, adding value, making different sayings, and making 4 totally different looking designs for the same niche all in one listing. The reason why this is such a great method is because a normal good conversion rate on Etsy is 2% to 4% of the people who actually click your listing end up buying it. And that's because maybe for one reason or another, it's so hard to say, that listing after they clicked it wasn't exactly what they were looking for. So instead of letting your customer leave your listing and go shop someone else's store, it lets them shop your designs all in one listing without having to leave. And if that's not quite making sense how powerful this is, let's run through the numbers. If your listing gets 1,000 clicks in a month with a 2% conversion rate, that would get you 20 sales. If you bump that conversion rate up to 7.6%, that's 76 sales, which is 4 times more sales without needing a single extra click. And that's why this strategy is so powerful, because you don't need any more traffic than what you're already getting. You just need to convert more of that traffic into sales. This is a proven strategy that I've actually used with lots of other products as well. But with the holiday season right around the corner, this is the perfect time to apply this to ornaments. And even if you've never sold an ornament in your store just yet, I've got a digital download that's going to be completely free for you later on in the video that's going to make starting listing this variation method ornament so much easier than you even think it's going to be, so make sure to stay tuned. Step number 1 in the variation method is research. As with any other print-on-demand videos you've ever seen before, you probably know this one, but if you're new, you do need to make sure that whatever product you're making designs for is something that people are already shopping on Etsy and purchasing. Coming over here to Etsy, the research can be super simple. You can type in something like ornament and just see what is actually selling on Etsy today in this niche. And if you really want to see what's hot and trending on Etsy right now, you can also use the Everbee Chrome extension. So Everbee is a research tool that's built right into Etsy. So when you're looking at a search result like this, instead of going through and clicking all the listings to see what they are and what's selling well, you can actually use their filtering product over here on the left. So I can click Product Analytics, and that's going to pull up all of the ornaments on this page. But where the magic really happens is you can actually click search the entire Everbee database, which is going to search all 130 million listings, but only for the word ornament. And then you can filter from there. So you can click this filter button and say, I only want to see listings that are 2 months old, and click enter. So you can scroll through and see what's selling well. So like right down here, this one is a 2-month-old listing that's already sold 200 times. And this is for the baby's first Christmas niche. So that would be one that would be ding, ding, ding in my head. That would be a perfect one to make some designs for. And I do have a link for Everbee down in the description with a special code for you if you're interested in signing up for their research tool. And that leads us right into step number 2, which is making your designs. Now again, we don't want these to be slight variations, but basically the same design style. We want them to be completely different and based off of proven design styles, proven aesthetics, and trying out different sayings even. And let's jump over to Kittl and I'll show you the designs that I made for this example. Here are the 4 designs that I made for that example, Baby's First Christmas. So again, notice that they all look completely different. And And one thing you also might notice is they're all four based off of a trending design style on Etsy right now. Some of them are things that were trending on ornaments, but most of them are actually design trends from other products like mugs and clothing. So the more you pay attention to what products are selling really well on Etsy, the better you can apply those same design trends to your own ornaments. And that's where a lot of the magic really happens. Like taking a look at this top one here with this patchwork rocking horse. The patchwork design trend has really been gaining popularity in the last few months, and I actually shared this in my monthly trend report. So if you haven't ever checked out my monthly trend report, then I will link it down below. I share what the design trends are for the month, what you should be listing for in advance, like New Year's Eve and other holidays, and then what trending niches you can actually design for. I have an entire ornament section, but this one is based off of the patchwork design trend, where this one here is based off of the popular stripe trend that's been really popular this year, and I combine that with the hand-drawn fonts and line graphics that has been really popular this year as well. So this is really what you want it to look like for your designs, is having four totally different designs. And now Kittle makes this super easy, because let's say you're trying to make designs for something like this patchwork rocking horse. If that's a newer trend, there might not be a bunch of graphics that are already made for that design style. But Kittle actually has their AI tool built right into the platform. So you don't even have to go learn how to use some sort of AI design tool somewhere else. You can actually design using it right here. And if you haven't checked out Kittle, I do have a 25% off coupon code for you down in the description, so you can give them a try. But the biggest reason why I've been using Kittle lately is because they have built-in Nano Banana. If you haven't heard, that is like the new best AI tool out there. And look at how easy it is to make this. All you do is click their Kittle AI button and type in a prompt. So I typed in, make me a graphic for a shirt of a Christmas tree out of Christmas themed patchwork fabric with a transparent background, and click generate image, and let's see what it comes up with. And there it is, actually super, super cute. So then you just would drag this onto your canvas. You can even delete the background right here in Kittle. So clicking remove background, and then this is going to be a perfect graphic that you could use in one of your designs. So instead of spending tons of time looking for or purchasing the perfect graphics, you can in seconds make trending graphics for yourself. And that leads us right into the final step number 3, which is how to create the listings for these to sell 4 different ornaments in one listing. And to make this so simple, I made you a PDF download that you can get down in the description absolutely for free, that's going to walk you through these steps step by step as well. So you can either follow along in the video, or you can get that download PDF so that you can follow along with it step by step to make sure you're doing the right steps. And I promise once you've done it once, it will feel so much easier. And as a big bonus, I'm also throwing in a few free mock-ups in there for you to help you get started so much faster and easier on these ornaments. Step 1 in the listing process after making your designs is saving your designs with a transparent background. So here on Kittle, you can click download. You can say you want to download all 4 of your artboards, and then click PNG and remove background and download. Step number 2 is uploading your designs to Printify, or whoever you're using to print your ornaments. Now, if you've never used Printify before, they do make it so easy to print and ship your ornament designs without ever having to buy inventory, print or ship anything yourself. You just upload your designs to their platform, publish them to Etsy, and when your customer buys them, Printify actually prints and ships it for you. So all you have to do is make the designs, publish them to Etsy, and handle the customer service, which saves you so much time in actually having to buy inventory, print, and ship everything. So I definitely recommend Printify if you haven't checked them out just yet. And I do also have a link for Printify down in the description below. So let's dive right into it. The ornament that I think is a really good one to use right now this year is this one here. It says Ornament Decoration Ornament One Piece by Generic Brand. When you click on it though, you'll see that this one is actually made by Swift POD. This is one that people have been having a really good experience with. So then you just click Start Designing and you upload one of your designs to their platform. So I uploaded the first one and I'm gonna save this product. And here we're just gonna give it a title. I'm gonna call this Baby's First ornament design 1 through 4, and then I'm actually gonna save this as a draft. So you don't need to publish this to Etsy, because with this type of listing where we're going to be listing 4 different ornaments in one listing, it's a little bit different than it normally is. So then just go through and add your design to the ornament for the other 3, which you can quickly and easily just click the duplicate button on the one you already made, click edit, and just change out the design. Now that you've got all 4 of your designs saved to Printify, the next step is to head over to Etsy. So coming over here to Etsy, let me show you what this will actually look like. So instead of publishing from Printify to Etsy, you'll actually click the add a new listing button here on Etsy, and you'll make a manual listing. So you'll fill out all your information like normal, your title and your photos. But for the photos here, this is the type of stuff you're gonna include. And I did include some free mockups, these exact ones, for you down in the description in that free download. And you'll make one of each of the individual ornaments, but you'll also make a page that shows like design 1, 2, 3, and 4 all on one page, so that the customer knows which one is design 1, 2, 3, or 4 when they go to actually order it. I also have a page here. When you get the download, this will be empty, so you can fill it out with whatever your Christmas cutoff date is or any other information you want to include about your ornament listings. Now, I typically for ornaments in my own research have found that anywhere from like 5 to 7 total photos has actually converted the best for me. So don't feel like you need to use all 10 or definitely not all 20 for the ornaments. You know, people don't need to see 10 photos of each ornament. And so then coming down here, you'll fill out your description and everything like normal. If your item is personalized, make sure to enter in, you know, that they can enter their name and the year they want printed on the ornament, for example. So then coming down here to the variations, this is the part that's really different than normal. This is what it's gonna look like once you've got it set up. It'll say design style, and you'll have design 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you're gonna add in these SKU numbers from Printify. Because Printify, when they get an order from your store, the way they know what item the customer purchased is by this big long number that Printify gives it. Every item with every design, every size, every color has its own unique SKU number. And so when you get an order for these products, if you make it manually and you don't add in a SKU number, then the order will go in your other orders tab on Printify, and that's okay, but it's easier if it just goes in your regular orders tab. So let me delete this variation and show you exactly how I set this up. So you're gonna click add variation and click create your own. And so again here, I said the design style, and then I'll do design 1, design 2, design 3, and design 4, nice and easy, and click done. And then we will click the SKUs vary button, because the SKU numbers again are different. You can also make the prices vary if you wanted to say have one of these design styles be cheaper than the other ones, like the loss leaders that you see sometimes in these listings, and click apply. And so then now, here I'll delete these to show you what it looks like once we add them in. Now that you have this set up, all you need to do is come over to Printify and click on your Printify product. And the SKU number, to actually grab it and copy and paste it, we'll just scroll down here to the pricing section. And when you click edit price, that's where you'll see the big long SKU number. So you'll click copy to clipboard, come back and paste that in for say design 4. And you'll just go back and forth between the couple different Printify products you have for the ornaments, and just come down and grab that SKU number again for design 3 and paste all of those here into the listing, so that if they're not personalized, they're fully automated when you get the order. And if they are personalized, then you can still edit that order to add the custom name when that order comes in. Hopefully this tutorial was super helpful for you, but if you need a little bit more of a step-by-step guide, again, I do have that free digital download available in the description that you'll get the free mockups, you'll get the listing guide, and you'll also get the top 10 niches to list in for ornaments to help you really hit the ground running with your ornament variation listings. And if you're not already, make sure to subscribe so you can see all my upcoming videos to help you this holiday season. And if you're excited to post your first ornament variation design, then put ornament down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.